Good evening, beautiful people. Good day, good morning. Hope you're all well. Um, hello. I know we're a bit early. I know. Well, I was ready, so I thought, why not just start? Ready to go. I wanted to send my best wishes to Paula because she's not very well at the moment. I don't know if you guys have watched her video from earlier, but she is in hospital at the moment with her chest. So let's just all send her some lots of love and support. I'm sure she'll be fine, but I'm glad that she's somewhere they can actually help her. My screen is dark, isn't it? I don't know why that is. Very odd, but at least you can see my face. Um, but yeah, yeah, just wishing her the best and hope she's okay. And obviously, happy Easter to everybody. It is, if you celebrate, happy Easter. We celebrate everything in this house. So yeah, we are doing a nice Easter Sunday roast tomorrow, and I think we're going to have a walk to Richmond Park and touch grass, get out of the flat. um, but yeah, hi everybody in the side chat. Hope you're all well. Hi Lizzie, thank you again for modding. And hi Snowdrop, hello. Yes, there's a lot to talk about. Obviously Paula's meant to join us tonight, but she's not, she's not well. Deb Booher, hello darling. Hi Snowdrop. Hello. Hi, Demon Dictator. I will message you. You was meant to come. We were meant to go down for the closing of the court case, but you know what? Things happen. There's so much stuff that's been going on that this kind of got overshadowed quite a bit, I think. Hi Alice, lovely to see you, sweetheart. Thank you for joining. It's good that you made the live as well. So there's so much to talk about. It's never a dull moment in Harry and Meghan's world. Let's firstly talk about the court case. Okay, so he's had 7 years, or a 7-year war on and off with the tabloids. And we know he's decided to take on Associated Newspaper, and they were publishers of Daily Mail and Mail on Sunday. And this has all been fueled by almost 3 decades of fury at how newspapers treated his family and himself in particular. But it kind of came to a pivotal turn, didn't it? The righteous kind of behaviour that he put forward, how hard done by he has been. He's not been very honest, has he? And he didn't envisage the circus the claim would unleash in the High Court, and it's quite a circus. I'm sure other content creators have covered this already. We did a live on Friday and we covered the Norway princess. If you haven't watched it, do have a look at it. It's very interesting. I feel like we're kind of putting the puzzle together, so to speak, regarding the royals. And the release of the flirty text messages where Harry was branded Mr. Mischief, which is insane, by a journalist. Revelations about a meeting on a London roundabout. So he likes to meet on roundabouts, which again, odd. And an eccentric legal analogy involving donkeys kind of made him look like a bit of an ass, I've got to say. It's not a great look for him. It means that his account and version of events are tainted now, more so because he's not been very honest. He hasn't been completely transparent with the courts. And yeah, it's clear that he's not quite telling the truth. And so for the past 10 weeks, the two barristers. So I think one of them's David Sherborne. He's used quite a lot by celebrities. So he was acting for some of the claimants. And then there was a forensic as well called Anthony White. And they've been battling out in the court, what have you. And then there was obviously Nick Lynn. He said that the judgment would take time and it's not expected until the summer or even early autumn. That this lawsuit could be Harry's Hail Mary. The Prince did settle with the Daily Mirror in 2024. We know that. But what is to become of this dispute and this case? And it pretty much rests on whether the Mail titles have gathered information unlawfully or not. Okay, so we've got the 7 claimants. We know we've got Harry, obviously. Harry's always in the mix somewhere. We've got Sir Elton John, David Furnish. We've got the Lawrence family, Baroness Lawrence, the lady whose son was murdered. The actress Sadie Frost, Elizabeth Hurley, Simon Hughes, Sir Simon Hughes, a former politician. And who else do we have? I think that is it. So what they're going to be looking at is whether the phones were hacked. Well, they're going to be going into that obviously, but not only that the phones were hacked, but the landlines were tapped and the houses were bugged, apparently, allegedly. So the stakes are very high, and if they lose, the claimants could be liable for an estimated £38 million. So it's quite a big gamble. Do you guys think he's dicing with, he's making a big gamble here with regards to this? Because I do feel like it's a little bit wishy-washy. And there are some people that are calling it scattergun because he's just got a case and a grudge, against the press, pretty much. And this continued grudge that he has is probably clouding his judgment slightly. He's not making the right decisions, I don't think, at the moment when it comes to how he's pushing on how he's dealing with certain life events, especially how he's dealt with this particular case. Because I don't feel like some of this evidence is going to stick, or it isn't hard enough evidence, so to speak. So obviously the Mail journalists have testified and to defend their reputations, which they would. And they say that they've obtained the information through legitimate means, through loose-lip friends, through publicists, press offices, and yeah, they say that here, again, like a lot of YouTubers say, it's imperative that they don't reveal their sources. But in this lawsuit, it did force a lot of reporters to break that principle, which was unfortunate for some of them. And then there was, some discrepancies over the Lawrence family as well. There's talks that Harry went to Baroness Lawrence and kind of was trying to convince her to continue with this case. I don't know if you're allowed to do that or not. It's not necessarily a high court or crown court, so maybe it's fine to do that. It's not like you're witness tampering or what have you. I don't know the legalities around that. But yeah, guys, so what do you think regarding this case? Do you think he's going to win it? They're stating here he's like a trophy claimant, so he's kind of just been added on. I feel like the other claimants have kind of more evidence and it's kind of more sturdy. So they're saying that his legal team highlighted 14 articles between 2001 and 13 in which he claimed the information must have been obtained illegally. And obviously we know many of the stories were about his ex-girlfriends. Silly things that, that maybe just only certain few people would know. Like he'd been chosen to be the godfather to a child of his former nanny. Um, and I think it was Tiggy Leg Bork and that Katie Nicole who wrote the story. And they are suggesting that it could have been a Lady Elizabeth and a cousin, which was Lady Elizabeth Shackley, which was a former late cousin of Queen Elizabeth. Obviously, she's passed. The same with the socialite Tara Palmer Tompkinson. They both have died, and they're trying to pass the buck onto these socialites and to the cousin, and because they're no longer here to defend themselves. So that is maybe a bit of a cop out there with regards from the tabloids point of view. And obviously he still maintains that the paparazzi and the tabloids are responsible for the death of his mum from 1997. I think that has kind of been the pivotal moment for him where he's really gone gun blazing. It's almost like, like when you get the superhero villain, he turned into the villain probably after that, when it came to going and gunning for the tabloids. And he's also said he didn't have a friendship with any of the reporters in the lawsuit, but the documents that were released after a request by the Times revealed last week that he exchanged intimate Facebook messages in 2011 with Charlotte Griffiths, who is now an editor at the Mail on Sunday. And he said he'd only met her once at a party, and then he cut off communication when he realised she was a journalist. And he called her sugar and wrote, "This is really cringe, guys. I don't like it. Miss our movie snuggles." Oh, that's weird, isn't it? Movie snuggles. It's just that. I don't know. It's just not. It's just, oh, don't know, cringe. In turn, dubbed him, so Griffiths dubbed him Mr. Mischief and H-Bomb, and mentioned a fun weekend of naughtiness. So he was getting sticky under the sheets with Griffiths by the sounds of things. He is not as innocent in all this as he makes out. He lays with journalists. He gets stories written about him by the looks of things. And that is what he's done. He's mixed business with pleasure and come out on fire. So for Harry, he's been so integral to this court battle, but this has kind of put the spanner in the works for him, I think. And really, he's going to soon find out whether this has been worth his time or not. Has it been expensive for his reputation, or has it been expensive for his bank balance, or both? I'm just going to read your comments now. Yeah, that's a lot. Whistle. Let me go all the way to the top. We've got 18 new ones here. Let's have a little look at you guys. We're going to, yes, darling, we should go down for the verdict. I think so. 100%. We have to do it. I think we've just been so kind of thrown off. This court case was really meant to be the focus. And then there's always something else that comes out that just takes you completely off track. The book especially coming out completely sidetracked me as well. Yeah, another court case where he's been exposed for the liar he is. Yes, yes. It's not good for his character. He doesn't come across as an honest man. I think, if you have got all these kind of skeletons in your closet, you should think about what you're going to do before you do it, because that will all be dragged up. Everything gets dragged up in the court of law in the end, and you can't hide anything. And he probably, again, his ego and his arrogance, he thought he could get away with his Netflix and chill snuggles with Griffiths, and that not be mentioned. And yeah, it's it's another shocker. It's another shocker. Um, Imagine Litterlian. Yeah, well, it has overshadowed the fake signature. Yes, have a look at that video. Thank you, Lizzie, for putting that up. It's very interesting. We did it on the Royal Mess, guys. The Royal Mess is back in full swing. If you guys like to listen to that and watch that, I joined it last night. It was really fun. It's great to have Ron as a host. I think he's quite fun. And we covered the Norway interview, the Norway interview. Sorry, the Met Marit interview with the Norway princess. And yeah, I mean, outstanding, gobsmacking, another kind of completely bonkers interview. She had 7 weeks to prepare for it, didn't. It's all regarding the Epstein files and her association with Epstein and the emails that back and forth between them. Again, more shocking content. It feels like there's so much royal involvement with this man, and it's scary. And hopefully, I know I take a longer time to get there, but when I have got the video ready, it will kind of all link up with the Epstein files. But as you know, I've got 1,000 things going on. Good evening. Not perfect, just British. Hello, my darling. How are you? Sounds like another source was Harry himself. Okay, let's read this one, Alice. The Daily Mail's first offence was for this case to be dismissed based on statute of limitations. Exactly. Now, statute of limitations, I think, is 6 years. Is that right? Could be more with regarding some of the court claims. I'm not entirely sure. Is it longer than that? I know it's 6 years for debt. David Sherborne brings in Gavin Burrows' statement of 2021 case proceeds first mistake. Yeah, no, you're right, Alice. It's so wishy-washy, it really is. And I think if they hadn't have had the other claimants there, then it wouldn't have gone anywhere at all. But the other claimants were there, and they had their evidence, and they had their case, and they had their kind of lineage as well. So it makes sense that he was put in the mix, because he's always going to go up against the tabloids, whenever he can, because he hates them with an absolute passion. So if he gets a chance, he will jump on a tabloid takedown moment. And I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't the end. I'm sure he'll have another kind of axe to grind in the next couple of years or so with regards to the tabloids, because he doesn't seem to, put this side of his life to rest. It must be debilitating, because it would drain the life out of you. Yeah. It's been expensive for us UK taxpayers. Harry has no reputation worth shite. No, he doesn't. His reputation is completely eroded, and you're right. This kind of constant nonsense back and forth, the little lies here and there, or the big lies here and there. He's not doing himself any favors at all. There is a possibility if Harry lied. Oh, there we go. There is a possibility if Harry lied in his witness statement as well as during testimony, the ATE insurance policy he purchased to pay opposing party expenses, if he loses, can be denied. Well, I love your thorough investigation, Alice. And by the way, Alice has her own YouTube channel now, so if you can sub and go and watch her stuff, that's great. I have to sub as well. I haven't done that yet. I will sub, and yeah, I will come on as well. I know you invited me, so I will 100%. Hi Leslie. So yeah, as Alice has pointed out, be lying, as pointed out, by lying, he may have invalidated his legal insurance. Yes, yeah, yeah. This is what I mean. If you haven't been living an honest life, and if you're telling half truths, because this is the issue with these guys, with Meghan and Harry, they tell half truths, or they don't give you the full story, and they lie outrightly as well. But if you do all of that, your account of the past can't be held with high regard or with truth. If you've got holes in your story, and then you're found out in a very big lie where you have been sleeping with the press, having cuddles with, I just think the snuggles thing, oh my god, this is just I probably think Randy Andy used snuggles as well. I hate that word. I don't know why. But yeah, I think concluding what would happen, I really don't see. I think it's going to be bad for him. But then again, is it collective? So do they win collectively, or is it an individual? Let me know in the comments, because if it's collectively, there might be a stronger case. If it's individually, then yeah. So that might be his lifeline if it is collectively. I don't know how these things work. I'm not a lawyer. But if you know in the side chat, then let me know, because yeah, it'd be interesting. If it is singularly, then yeah, I can see some of them winning. But if it's collectively, and then some of them not winning, and collectively maybe they will. But let me know what it is if you guys know in the side chat. Marit is looking for excuses for her bad behavior. She's just dreadful, absolutely dreadful. It stuns me how brazen and arrogant and pretentious and pompous. There's so many words that I can use, adjectives I can use to describe these people. She had a very close relationship with Epstein, and I know it doesn't really interest a lot of people, but it really interests me how he got his tentacles and claws into the royal family, and how and why he had them so tightly wound his finger. It feels like that they were literally jumping over backwards to accommodate him in any way. And was it just for the money, or was there something more sinister at play? And that's really why I'm kind of going into the deep dive of the Epstein files, and it's taking a long time because there's so much rubbish in there as well. There's some great content, and then there's some awful stuff which doesn't even, half of it's redacted, it's all blacked out, or it's just nonsense, and you're just trying to puzzle it all together, and it takes a long time. But I think I'm getting somewhere, but it might take a while. And just to let you guys know, I did the second part with Paul Page today. So both podcasts are recorded. I have asked him questions he has not been asked before. He's given me answers that have not been put out before. He's responded to things that I didn't think he would. So it's interesting. It's very good. It's given me a little bit more insight as I'm marrying up the files and the interview. Little bit more insight. You're getting there slowly and slowly. You get there at some point. If Harry loses and all the other here we go. If Harry loses and all of the other claimants win. Oh, okay. So it's individual. Yeah. Because I was going to say, can't be collective, surely. But because they're all doing it together, I was thinking, oh, maybe it's like a collective thing. I don't know why I thought that. But that's great. So all of the other claimants win. Oh, wow. Well, that's not a good time for him. He needs the money. I just don't see him winning. I really don't. He's already had his chunk of flesh of meat from the tabloids already. So he keeps going and going and going for his pound of flesh. He can't keep doing it. You know, he's already had part of something from them already whenever it was last time. So Harry pays out of pocket. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's very sweet of you. Thank you. I think it's the lighting. Oh, you should see me in the morning, Isle of Shoals. It's not a great sight. Anyway, we're going to move on to the skiing. Oh my God. Oh my God. We'll watch it quickly. Well, yeah, sorry, Lizzie, let's 2 seconds. The streaming giant gave them 60 million. What have they done with that huge fortune? Lizzie, I don't know. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Got no idea. So it's an odd one, isn't it? That they are scrambling and scraping around for money and cash. We know this because Meghan's doing a meet and greet in Australia, which is actually not long off now, is it? We've got how many weeks left? 2 weeks? Less than 2 weeks left until they're out there. Oh, thank you so much, Teresa. That's very kind of you. I hope this makes him bankrupt at this, as they say in Ghost Cars. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. I really do. Because you know what? When you're a small YouTuber, you don't get much at all. Like I think it works out at like 1,000 views. It's like $1.82. And I'm not trying to beg for money because I'll never do that. But it is crazy. Like you have to work your ass off to get where you want to be. But thank you very much, Teresa. I really appreciate that. It actually just depends as well. It's weird how they work out the money on this thing. I don't know. But yeah, so going back into the skiing, right? So we get to the skiing palaver. So we all saw the video. I'm going to put it on the stage. Press play. Hold on 2 seconds. Okay, can you see that? I know you've probably all seen the video because it's been out for a hot minute. And again, there's just this now people are saying, so they're saying here is Prince Harry is passing down one of his favourite pastimes to his son. We know he loves skiing, to Prince Archie. And Meghan Markle posted the video on her Instagram account of the duo skiing down a mountain together, with Meghan following behind them, filming as Harry leads the way. While also frequently looking back to check on Archie. Okay, so a lot of people are saying this isn't him. Again, it's just very, very odd. That again, it's always different. The look, the back, the shape, the height, the ages. You can never really work the ages out. And it's with the kids. I hate touching this kids stuff because they're kids and I don't like it, you know, but it is odd. But what's even more odd, just forget putting that to one side. This is odd. This is odd. This Instagram. Okay, so this Instagram photo is from Urban Mode. Okay, now this photo here is digging up this shot from early 2024 when the mountain was crawling with security. Prince Harry and Justin Trudeau were in Whistler with Eileen Gu to announce the 2025 Invictus Games, which brought winter adaptive sports to BC for the first time, right? So this picture's from 2024, right? Now this is very interesting because the same picture was used in Hello magazine. So if you have a look here, I'm going to share the page. And this Hello, look, this is 4 hours ago, guys. Just 4 hours ago, this was printed, hot off the press. I'm going to share it with you. You're going to be shocked because it's weird. The media are recycling and using pictures and trying to claim that this is happening now. And I know it's not the first time they've done it, but it's, you know, seeing it in real time, it kind of pisses you off a little bit, to be honest. Let me just put it on here. So this is from Hello Magazine. So look at the date. Can you see that on here? You know, I'm not great with technology. Right. If you guys can zoom in, you can see April the 4th. Oh, I've just moved it all up and down. I forgot it was a touch screen. Okay, so April the 4th, 2026. Okay, so they do a big article here about him being enjoying the Easter break in style as the family was seen hitting the ski slopes. However, the family weren't alone as they were joined by a couple of A-list friends. And in a photo shared by Olympic champion Eileen Gu, it was revealed that Harry had just been joined by the athlete alongside former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, or Trudeau, sorry if I don't pronounce it right. So they talk about the snap. The trio could be seen smiling while they're in a ski lift. And I'll just read it to you. I don't know if you can see it or not. Harry was seen wearing a black ski suit, helmet and goggles, while Justin wore a black ski suit and hat. Meanwhile, Eileen wore a white ski suit and a Red Bull branded ski helmet, as Red Bull gives you wings. Although Justin's girlfriend, Katy Perry, didn't feature in the snap. No, she wouldn't, because it's not from this year. And then it's this picture, it's the same picture. Look at that. It's a reused picture. And they're trying to tell us that it's happening now. And then it goes on to say her followers love the photo as one enthused skiing with Justin and Prince Harry is a new flex. Congrats on speaking at the Woman Power Forum and Shift. And yeah, and then it goes on to talk about the skiing with Archie in that video. I hope you guys can all read that and see that anyway. So yeah, what do you guys think? Why are they doing that? Why are they recycling photos? What is that about? I've always been. Hold on, let's have a little look up here. Okay, so I'm just reading your comments. Why doesn't he teach him to ride a horse? And how can MM film when she's skiing? That is a good point. Yeah, how can she film when she's skiing? I mean, I think skiing's great. I think it's really good for the kids, and if you can afford to ski, then by all means, have a great time. I've only snowboarded once in my life, and that was great fun and really nice in the valleys in France. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. It's such an experience. If you ever get to do it if you haven't done already. But yeah, you can tell it's an old picture because Harry's smiling. Oh, Teresa, well, that is the most funniest comment. I do like that. You're right. You can tell it's an old picture. Why do you think they do this, though? You know, they think we're idiots sometimes. This is what annoys me. They just publish any old shite and just see if it sticks. And this is the issue you've got as well when you're doing your research. And you know, I'm deep diving into things. There's so much stuff that conflicts, and it's mind boggling. You know, it doesn't. Lots of things don't add up. Times don't match up. Dates don't match up. It feels like we're being gaslit continuously. Quite possibly. You never know. So Meghan, well, I mean, Meghan, yeah. Meghan could post old photos of Diana. And Harry, no, well, I mean, it's a bit far back, isn't it? And considering she's not with us anymore, there's been some real kinds of, well, this is a difficult, how am I going to put this? But I'm going to look into it a little bit more. I don't know how true it is, but with regards to Diana's death, they're talking about her knowing certain things within her files about certain elites. That's something that needs to be really researched, though, before I start spouting what I've heard. But you guys might have seen it already. Some people have put it out already. But again, I don't like to put it out unless I've actually looked at it first, because then it just makes me look a bit silly if it's wrong. Yes, it's a form of staying in the media, causing people to talk about their sad lives. Yeah, yeah. But it just strikes me as very odd because you know, recycling photos again. What you're doing is you're not being honest when you're reporting on something, and being a magazine, you know, I think that they should kind of have held in some regard, you know, have some sort of what's the word that I'm looking for? It will come to me. Uh, Oh, thank you, Lizzie. That's very kind of you. Stay tuned. There'll be a membership given to a lucky voice subscriber in the live stream. Thank you so much. Lizzie, you're very kind. Thank you so much. You really are great. Thank you for doing that. And you really are very supportive of the channel. Thank you. So what do you guys think is going to happen with this trip now with Australia? Has there been any more in the way of petition? Because I know that Australia was petitioning for them not to come. I mean, does anyone know the tally yet? The last time I checked, it was up to 40,000. I mean, I don't think it's going to make any difference. They're still going to go, aren't they? But yeah, it's happening. It says it the 17th. I think it's the 17th. Australian Meghan Markle. Yeah. And then we've also got the King and the Queen going to their state visit. And also there's kind of been some kind of discrepancies over these tickets as well. Wait with me a second. So she's oh, sorry, bear with me. Sorry, guys. This is trying to find what I'm looking for. Does it say here? I think there we go. Hold on. Oh, what is going on? Hold on. Right, move that up. Why is it doing that? Hold on. Sorry. It's gone a bit funny for a second. I've got two screens now, which is great. It's for the, yeah, government to not pay for, yeah, I know what it's for. Yeah, but it's, and I get it. They're still going to go though, aren't they? Whether they, I think it won't make a difference even if the government pay or not. I don't think, because of how many signatures do you need? How many signatures do you need before it actually gets put into effect? I don't know. I don't think 40,000 is enough, is it? I think it's got to be way more than that. I think here, is it over 100,000? I could be wrong. Could be more than that. They will go, and I hope the good people have shown. And it's only for 2 days. I genuinely thought it would be for longer than that. I really did. I really thought it would be for much longer than that. And how many tickets has she sold? How many tickets has she sold? Let's have a look. So 300 attendees, we know that anyway. Apparently she's sold out, but I've heard through the grapevine that there's emails going out still, and there's people are still getting vetted. I think this sold out business that she does a lot of the time is just to create, you know, the mystique, or to create a vibe that, you know, she's popular, you know, the perception, how she's perceived. So she's decided everything she does sells out, even her, as ever, very expensive products that she has. They're always selling out. And I think, who the hell can afford to buy these £170 sorry, baskets of, of nonsense? Nobody can. Nobody can. I mean, and who would want to either? Who would want to? But apparently the firm, now this is interesting, the firm, so the PR boss that's running her talent agency for the weekend in Australia, now this is interesting, has gone bust. So how does this work then? So the PR woman that's organising Meghan's, we could call it a Comic Con style appearance, at an Australian Ultimate Girls weekend, has run into financial difficulties, apparently. So she's been hit with a giant tax bill of $500,000. And it's a 3-day event. I do apologise, I thought it was 2. Yeah. So that's going to be, isn't that going to affect the trip? Is it going to affect how that goes down? I feel like they always deal with these shady sort of characters that don't really have their acts together. The group table photo. I'd love to interview one of the people that attends this, really would, just to see how it goes down. You know, if there are any attendees, and you get a chance to hear her being interviewed on stage as well for during that 2-night stay. Jennifer told me as well, I don't know if you guys watched the last live with Jennifer, that these guests have to share a room, and that the hotel's completely decrepit. It's still being, you know, under renovation. And if that's the case, it's not much of a stay, right? Especially for the amount of money that it's going to cost. I think it's the cost again keep changing. I've got $3,000 here, or £1,705 roughly ish. And yeah, so apparently they're going to hand out, as ever, staples, because when you do go for a retreat, you do need jam, and you do need flower sprinkles, and you do need candles. That's what they're going to be doing. She's going to be giving that out. I just, not what I would want as a gift bag. I'm so sorry, Meghan. I just wouldn't want it. So the management, yeah, they're going apparently this management, this is going into administration, went into voluntary liquidation, I do apologise, in November. So I don't understand how this is going to work. I don't know if you can still run things like that. Again, I'm not, the legal side of things I need to brush up on. So this tax is due to the Australian Taxation Office. And I think a few other things are owed out as well. And okay, so it's running, yeah, it's taking place on the 17th to the 19th at the Intercontinental Hotel. And again, like Jennifer told me that this hotel is not fit for purpose at the moment. Um, so if it's not fit for purpose, I don't understand how they can justify asking for that amount of money over 3 days. You know, if you're looking to have a good holiday, that is an insane amount of money. You know, you can go away somewhere for that amount for a week or 2 weeks, and you'd be all inclusive, for example. But they're going to have a gala dinner, there's going to be speech, photos, 300 guests. But if this all goes tits up and it's not what their guests are expecting, because you would expect VIP treatment at this Australian debacle, the best of the best almost. If it doesn't go the way that it has been advertised, and if it doesn't live up to expectations, it's not going to be a great PR moment for them at all. It's going to cause a hell of a lot of issues, I think, with their reputation. Again, it's going to supersede them again, and again they're going to look like they're not particularly well rehearsed. They're going to look like they're charlatans. They're not going to look very professional. It has to go smoothly. You know, for it to be a success, it has to be all singing and all dancing. I wouldn't go either, Emma. I wouldn't. But some people might want to go, and that's up to them. That's great if they do. But for the price, I would expect real high quality. And if if it's still under renovation, this hotel, I'd be absolutely peed off going there, because I think, well, why am I here? I can't use the swimming pool because apparently the swimming pool is out of use. I'm at a hotel and it's hot. I want to use the swimming pool. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. If it'll be more car crash telly for us, or whatever you want to call it, car crash media. We shall see. But yeah, we've got more of the Tom Bowers book to go through. Word salad, a right royal scam. Yes, Emma, it is a right royal scam. It really is. You know, I just think it's really tacky to do meet and greets. Fergie did it. We know Fergie, you know, would sell her soul for the right price. She probably already has. She's in hiding at the moment, apparently. Last seen at Priscilla's house, whether that's true or not, who knows? All of them have gone to different corners of the earth and are no longer a collective, are no longer a family, they're no longer together as a unit, as one. They've all left Randy Andy to get on with it, and the girls have just gone. Everybody's falling off the ship. The rats are falling off the ship, the sinking ship. And of course, you would. Who wants to be associated with that man? And that just leads me to the point that I was going to make. It's really, really good, this interview, I think, anyway. I've asked lots of questions, probably maybe too many questions. But I'm pleased with it. It's my first proper interview, so I'm pleased with it so far. Hopefully you guys like it as well. I think that is all I have to say for this evening, because I don't have anybody else to talk to. Yeah, Alice, yeah, hold on. It should be included. It's 3K. You're not going to give goodie bags to people, and on top of that, putting them together in a room with a complete stranger. Well, yeah, and if that's true, it's just, oof, I don't want to be sleeping in a room with a stranger. God knows, we've got some right weirdos out here. Um, I don't, no, thank you. No, 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 not for that amount of money. Oh, thank you so much, Lizzie. I appreciate that. Yes, and members, I'm going to be doing members only lives soonish, or recordings or what have you. Just trying to get enough members up. For you guys that have stuck with me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I really do. You guys have been with me from the beginning. But yeah, if any of your thoughts, let me know in the side chat. Oh, have you sent me another £5, Teresa? Oh, thank you. Sorry, I didn't see that, darling. I'm so sorry. Happy Easter to all who celebrate Easter, and for those who don't, have a lovely day tomorrow. Yes, and you know, Teresa, this is the thing. I think we all around the world we celebrate. I mean, we celebrate everything. Easter's a beautiful, beautiful time of year. It's nice because you get the bank holiday, you get the Friday, and you get the Monday as well. You get that nice long time off. And there was a lot of talk about the the king not putting a message out. And there's like a lot of anger about him doing a speech about he likes to address Muslims. He's obviously got some sort of affinity with it. I know there's a lot of talk about him being Muslim. I'm not sure. I'm still on the fence about it. It would be nice to get an Easter message, but I don't know if the royals actually they do an Easter message normally, as far as I know. I don't think it's like a something that they have to do. But it would be nice. Oh yeah, I was saying Meghan better bring a lot of wine and it better be free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, the wine would be better, wouldn't it? The wine would be much better, Alice, than the jam and the sprinkles. 100%. Do I think there's going to be another fake tour? Another fake tour. It's going to be planned for this year. Another fake tour. Probably. And nothing puts like literally nothing shocks me now. I feel like I've been desensitized to so much when it comes to the royals, and just to everything, all the information that's been put out here at the minute, and what you're reading and what you're researching. Um, Fake tour is the last thing that would shock me really. So yeah, quite possibly a fake tour. There will be a fake tour. But we'll just have to wait and see. Let's get this Australian trip out the way first, see what happens there. If any craziness happens there, and then we can we can concentrate on the next thing. But maybe there's something else will come up in this short time between hand. But thank you guys for all watching. I really appreciate it. I am going to really do my best tomorrow and Monday to edit these podcasts. I'm struggling, really struggling with doing it. I find it really, really fiddly. I don't need to edit because anything's gone wrong. There's just parts of it where the dog's barking, or he's dropped his laptop or what have you, and it's really difficult because I can't put it out like that. It's not good quality. So I'm trying to like fiddle with it. I'm just not getting it right. I think I'm like I need some sort of training or something. I'm going to keep giving it a go. Happy Easter, everybody, to you. I really appreciate you all. I really, really do. I hope you have a lovely dinner tomorrow. Enjoy the day. Hope the weather holds out for you. And I will see you back Tuesday, or maybe Monday. Depends on how I get through this editing. But I will try and do another live by Monday or Tuesday. Just watch this space. Oh, and put your bells on as well if you can, because I don't think anybody's getting any notifications. And according to other content creators, the royal stuff's not being pushed out. So I don't know, but just have a look anyway, and let me know if it works. Anyway, guys, good night. God bless. Take care, and see you soon. Bye bye.